Oh, yeah. It's time for the late night boxing talks. Ready to talk to me? Ready to talk to you? Oh, yeah. Why is the signal so weak? Looking at the Wi Fi signal, the signal is super duper weak and the router is right there. Oddly enough, the laptop says that the signal is strong. Always something with this StreamYard joint, man. I'm going to have to switch this out at some point because I get the sense it's the StreamYard. Let me see. Hold up. What is it on there? This. It's my daughter in the background. What it do, Mr. G? What it do, Gooch Clavo? Real talk, y'all already know. Yeah, man, it says the signal is weak. I don't know why it says that, though. I don't know why the signal would be on one bar. I don't know. All right, there it goes. It's starting to fill up. So I saw a video from Teofimo, right? And in the video, he was actually like giving Top Rank compliments. And I thought that shit was weird because he never say nothing good about Top Rank. But in the video, it was either this week or last week. He was like, yeah, Top Rank treat me good. They did a good job with me and all of that. And I'm like, bruh, you be saying the opposite like 90% of the time. So why all of a sudden is you singing their praises? And then it dawned on me, well, maybe he's nervous that if he loses the Barboza fight, you out in the cold, you know? That if you lose that thing, you don't know if Turkey gonna bring you back. You don't know what you gonna do. So you gonna try to play nice now so that Top Rank maybe you throw you a lifeline if you lose. That's the only way I could reconcile that because it was like a full 180 from the stuff that he usually say. He usually be on some like, why me? Why Top Rank treat me like this? They don't treat me fair. They don't promote me. That's what he usually says. And that's what he been saying for at least 2-3 years now. So for you to come out, the month before the fight, because the fight is in May, right? For you to come out now on some, yeah, Top Rank did a good job with me. They take care of me. Like, man, either this dude is schizophrenic or he got an agenda, an ulterior motive. And my guess is he got an ulterior motive. You worried about that Barboza fight because we know you didn't really want it. Not at first. When y'all was both over there, you was not trying to do that. Now that you got to fight him, right? That's what Turkey willing to put some money in your pocket. But you got to fight Arnold, Got to fight Arnold. You got to handle that. And y'all know how I feel. I don't even know if he going to win that fight. I don't know, It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't. You don't have a safety net over there. They going to score it how they score it. And you don't got a safety net over there. Wouldn't really be bad if Arnold won the WBO title, right? Wouldn't be horrible. Or at least it wouldn't be any worse than Teofimo having it. Since he got it, he ain't done a whole lot with it. Shout out to ASVP, Death, Taxes, and Talks. What it do, bro? What it do? And yeah, I came across that video. Caleb and Edgar is doing the freeze tag thing on Twitter. I sent you a contract. No, you didn't. Look at who you fighting. Bro, look who you fought. Edgar is like, that's why I'm like, yo, dog, I can't even watch this shit because this some sitcom cartoon shit. I'm not even saying Resendiz is all that. But he is better than the dude that Edgar just fought. Like, bro, what the fuck? How you got, like, I don't know, man. Edgar is like a whole, I can't stand that dude, dog. Like, that dude is on some other kind of time. Like, bro, I believe Caleb sent him the contract. I believe he did. I believe that they was hoping maybe Edgar, he's a free agent now. We don't got to worry about dealing with nobody. We'll send you a contract. Now, I ain't going to say it was for the kind of money that he's looking for because he looking for Canelo money. He really think he a superstar now. So The money probably wasn't what he wanted it to be, but in fairness, I think that's gonna be the case in most situations, bro. Ain't nobody trying to pay you all that because you not all that, bro. You lost to Canelo. You acting like you won. You lost.
Oh, he doing his Isaac Cruz impression?
Yeah, like, bro, you lost. I don't. I said it. I said it before. I don't think he won a single round in that fight. So it's like, what do you expect, dog? Yeah, you better go fight Caleb Plant, because out of all the guys that's out there, you know, Munguia, Mobili, Pacheco, Caleb is probably the only one that you might could beat. And I don't even know if you beat him. Like, I don't know that you beat him. It's just, I really don't think you beat Munguia. I don't think you beat
I think the problem is a lot of these up and coming fighters, they're trying to fly into flying before they learn to walk, before they
They
learn to
on
run.
that Icarus shit, bro. They on that Icarus
Yeah,
shit, the
and
Greek
it's like
mythology
y'all, they
shit.
did this shit backwards. They didn't build their way up to stardom, and then get the big payday. No, they
Pero con
got
él,
the big
te lo
payday,
voy a
and now they
decir,
don't want to do the work.
no, no es eso con él. De verdad con él sabe que él es basura. I think he knows he's
Oh
trash.
yeah, no, he knows he's trash.
He knows he's trash, so he knows I can't just fight any old body for any dollar amount because I'm trash. If if I fight, they gonna whoop my ass. So I gotta be on I gotta be on
He
my
said they gonna whoop my ass.
they gonna whoop my ass. So I gotta be on my number one stunner. Because it's like you can't be serious, bro. You garbage. You don't really think you nice. You
Millionaire impression.
right? Like you don't be shadow boxing in the bathroom mirror and all that shit. Get out of here, bro. You fucking trash, bro. Like
You don't be shadow boxing when you watching your microwave food heat up.
that's what I'm saying. Like, do you wholeheartedly believe that you nice? That out of all you know what? You never know because what do they call that shit? American exceptionalism. It's like everybody
Yeah.
walking around thinks that they the main character in a Josh Whedon show. You know?
No.
Everybody think they Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know, everybody think that when it's really the Tyler Durden shit. We are all just different pieces of decomposing matter, but we're all part of the same trash heap. That's what it really is, Edgar. You could write the story of Puerto Rican boxing and not mention Edgar Berlanga once. The whole Puerto Rican story of boxing, you know?
Nobody,
he don't even speak Spanish, so I don't like that
nobody got
either.
that reference the other day when I was like, the PBC is like that cut in the roof of your mouth that would go away if you just stopped tonguing it.
Oh shit, yeah, that's such a fucking good. Shout out to Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is what?
You don't talk
We don't
about
talk
it.
about
We don't
Fight
talk
Club.
about Fight Club.
You don't talk about Fight Club. Shout out to Mars. Bumlanga fought on and Yo, did y'all see that dude too? Did y'all see that dude? Like
I wasn't even aware he was fighting again, man.
my dude, the dude he fought, he looked like he looked like he looked like he took Ozempic because he was skinny at the top, but he was wild fluffy. Pause. He was wild fluffy at the bottom. Like what? How the fuck do you get that? Like, how do you get built like that? You know what I mean?
Oh no.
But shit, he fought some dude. The dude did like a 10-year bid. Then he came back. He did like a 10-year bid for armed robbery. Did his time. Came back last year. Fought 2 bums. And then he got an Edgar Berlanga fight. And it's like, Brody, how you talking about Caleb versus Resendiz? Resendiz is better than the dude that you fought, bro. I would pick Resendiz to beat the dude that you fought. Resendiz might beat you, low key. But you know, man, this shit is just comedy, dog. Shout out to Cervecero. The scary part is dudes like Berlanga are raising. Yeah, that motherfucker like that shouldn't be allowed to procreate, man. Motherfucker like that. Some real shit, man. Like, nah, we don't need 2-3 Berlangas running around here, dog. Like, we don't need that. Domo said David is trying to go that Berlanga route and lose to Canelo on some moral victory shit, which is why there is a new Canelo scared into. Yeah, I already
that
seen
blew
this
my
shit.
fucking mind when I saw that. Oh,
didn't read
Canelo
that.
scared. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you still talking about Canelo?
Eso es lo que
What's
yo
that
estoy
make you?
diciendo. It's so shameless now because, bro, you're at 175. and you've been at 175 for what? 3 fights now, right? Since last year, he's been there. Since last year, and you're still thinking about Canelo? Like, okay, let me agree with you. He's scared.
Bro,
So
it's starting to get gay at this point.
starting to get gay. The shit been gay, dog.
Bro, this
Shit
shit
been gay. That shit
shit
been
been
gay.
gay,
Like,
bro.
like your
Like,
elbow hurt. That shit been gay,
yeah,
bro. They
I was
put the
gonna
been
say like
gay
an
on
old
that
nigga
shit.
in a
Like,
nursing home. This shit been
like,
gay.
how could you still be talking about this motherfucker? Like, how, bro? How? Like even if everybody agreed unanimously with what you saying, yo, he's scared. Then now what? Then
Bro,
now
because I
what?
say the same shit. I'm like, with everybody, with that Ashy Knuckles bitch, it's like, they're like, yeah, Canelo's scared. Canelo just don't want to fight that dude. Okay. And then
Now
what?
what? And then what?
And
And he
then what?
said
Like, okay.
in the interview, what caught my attention about the interview is I know that I'm about to be right. I know I am because he mentioned Zurdo. He wants to go up and fight Zurdo next. And I'm of the opinion that if he can't get Zurdo in the ring this year, he doesn't fight again this year. He's waiting for Zurdo to take care of the Cuban dude. And if he wins, they're gonna do that. And I'm standing on that. They're like, yeah, that's gonna be the next fight, which it's not a bad fight. I'm not saying that. It's just
That's a sophisticated duck.
it's a sophisticated duck. They're like, how does who's in an airplane?
Damn, who the fuck flying overhead?
The
What
fuck
is
at
that?
JFK?
Okay, so that might have been me. I don't even know if you can fucking hear me because I haven't said shit. I've waited
ahead.
like 6 years to fucking talk to you. I
Go ahead.
never logged on before, and some fucker just drove by on a scooter. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard that shit, man. It sounded
Sorry
like a
about that.
B-52. It's okay, man. It's like sound like the B-52s. B-52s I heard in the war, man, when I was out there, storming the beaches at Normandy and shit. But yeah, man, like, what do you, Tommy's new to the panel. Tommy, just give me your thoughts on this Canelo Benavidez, whether you think Canelo's ducking or you don't think Canelo's ducking. Just tell me what you think about this whole shit.
So Canelo is not ducking that flabby motherfucker. I think if Benavidez wanted Canelo, he would have held onto that belt. He would have made weight and fucking took the fight. Like, Canelo came through, ran through everybody, and look, Dr. J, I'm not a fan of Canelo. I like him. I appreciate what he does. He fights all the time. He is entertaining. I'm a Triple G guy. Fucking hell. But I think Benavidez would get bodied by Canelo if that fat motherfucker tried dropping back to 68, tried to fight him. I think it would maybe go 6 or 7 rounds. Maybe a little longer. But no, Canelo's not ducking Benavidez. Benavidez, to me, is like the rest of the PBC fighters, overhyped, fucking get exposed at some point. Sorry, I don't think we can cuss on here.
No, we can cuss. Fuck that shit and say that fucking shit. And fuck
Oh man, this guy must be the first time here for this guy.
Benavidez is, and this is just my opinion, he's fucking overrated, man. Like, he is not a monster. Canelo is more of a monster than Benavidez. And Canelo's fucking little, man.
You must have never seen Dave at a buffet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing that I think in the American boxing scene, everybody's grown accustomed to this long drug out process that really isn't even necessary, by the way, okay, so you can't get the Canelo fight, whatever, for whatever reason, whether he's ducking, he's not ducking, but you can't get it. You move on, bro. And he keeps saying that he moved on, but then how are you still talking about this man on podcasts in 2025, bro? You've been at light heavy for what?
That's the only relevancy his fucking career has at this point, bro.
The marketing angle is buy my fight cause Canelo. Buy my fight cause Canelo. That's basically it. Cause I want to fight Canelo.
He's the new Andrade, bro.
For real. Shit is crazy.
He's gonna show up to a Canelo press conference and he's like, you fight with nobody.
But I'll level with him that if he does fight Zurdo this year, and I don't know that they would, but if he does fight Zurdo and they bill it as a pay-per-view, I would buy that. I actually would.
Zurdo whoops his ass.
I was going to ask you, who wins that? Like,
No,
I think
Zurdo
Zurdo.
whoops his ass, bro.
Look,
I
I'll
think
be
so,
honest
too.
that I know that I'm biased, and that's why I have to acknowledge that I'm biased. Otherwise, the analysis is useless. So I have to acknowledge to some degree that I don't like David Benavidez. But just looking at the style of the fight, if I strip away my biases and strip away all the usual talking points, stylistically, that's not a good fight for David. You're fighting a big, you'd be fighting a big guy.
Whereas
Big guy.
Zurdo's the fighter who they think David Benavidez is.
You'd be fighting a big guy
Right? Yeah.
who's been up there for over a year. He's been up there for I think 2 years now, or close to 2 years. He's already fought 2 reigning world champions, bona fide cruiserweights. They've never been anywhere else. Arsene Goulamarian, Chris Billum Smith. If he beats the Cuban, that's a former champion. And just the way that Zurdo is fighting now,
And
I
that's
tip
a
my hat.
homegrown Mexican right there.
I tip my hat to Zurdo to win that fight because I don't think you're better than Zurdo on the inside for starters. If you want to turn it into a dog fight, Zurdo knows all about that. That's actually how he used to fight. But he could box you up too. He could move and punch. He could set traps. He could counter. So to me, if they were to fight, the edge would go to Zurdo. The edge would go to Zurdo.
Yeah,
I think it should go to
still
Zurdo.
carries
Be the
himself
CBS
squaring
fight
up.
all over again.
Yeah.
Squares up
because
way too much.
thank you, Michael, because that's kind of how that fight is going to look. That you're just going to stomp
That's
around like a
exactly
Clydesdale, flat-footed, trying to get inside. David ain't no sugarfoot fighter. That dude footwork is atrocious, bro. He got 2 left feet.
I've had Zurdo by unanimous decision points. Points decision, unanimous.
Yeah, and if that turns out to be your very first fight in the cruiserweight division, then it's even worse. Like, damn.
Yeah, he gets bodied.
You
He
know,
gets
so
fucking, yeah.
not
You
worried
should go
about
for
that.
Callum Smith. It's
I
more
wish
of
you
a
would fight
winnable
Anthony
fight for
Yard, bro.
Callum Smith.
Hey,
Anthony
Jules,
Yard
I got a
with, like,
question.
his
I got a
infinite
question. I've been
forehead.
trying to ask
Falcon.
you this.
Good.
I got to ask you because I don't fucking know the answer to this. Why is it that I keep seeing Benavidez gets the title if Bivol doesn't fucking come to Vegas to fight him?
Right. The way it worked out, the World Boxing Council, for whatever reason, I think it's because they're cavorting with Samson Lukowicz behind the scenes, behind closed doors, right? What's going on is they ordered the fight, and there's an April 8th deadline that if Dimitri Bivol doesn't fight him next, it doesn't necessarily have to be in Vegas. That's what Team Benavidez want. But basically what the World Boxing Council is telling Dimitri is it has to be David next or the title is forfeit. That's what they're telling him. The problem with that is they're not next in the queue. He just got the WBC, you understand? The next mandatory is supposed to be the German dude, Michael Eifert. He's been the mandatory for 2 years. If you're going by the rotation, it's supposed to be him. But the WBC don't care, likely because they're working with Samson behind the scenes to get David that belt.
Didn't
fucking knew it.
didn't the
I fucking knew it.
WBA or the WBO try to do that to Inoue?
So it wouldn't even matter if
WBA,
Bivol-
the WBA did try to do that to Inoue, but they doubled back on it. They realized when they started
With the
telling him,
MJ
"Yo,
shit,
you
right?
gotta fight MJ next." MJ is not next, bro. MJ wasn't
Yeah.
next. It was the BO and the BA, or whatever the fuck it was. But they did try it, but at least they doubled back on that. Whereas the WBC is standing on this, and I'm just thinking that y'all gonna strip Bivol of that belt. If y'all strip him,
What if he called his bluff and came out there and fought him, or does he have to
No,
fight
I mean-
somebody else?
what I'm hoping is that Turkey, because Turkey has a sense of humor. I noticed that about him. I noticed that he has a remember when he told the world, remember that was just like 2 months ago. He told the world Canelo versus Crawford is off. Remember that?
No, you remember
Yeah.
whenever
And then
whenever he
24
told
and
Gervonta,
24
I'll send you
hours
2
later,
gloves?
when 24 hours later, psych your mic, the fight is on. We got Canelo for a 4-fight deal. What I'm hoping, and I don't know. I'm hoping that when April 8th gets here, Samson thinks Turkey not gonna bid, and then he bid, and then he bid. Like, yeah, give me that. I want that fight. 15
No, like
million.
whenever he told Tank, I'll send you 2 gloves, you stumpy little motherfucker.
Nah, I'm hoping that he's doing like a okie doke kind of thing where I'm gonna tell him I'm not interested in a fight. I'm gonna tell him I'm not bidding on that fight, so that when April 8th gets here, I'm gonna bid on that fight, and then you
Nah,
gonna do
yeah.
it, and then you gonna do it. You either gonna do it in Saudi or you're not gonna do it. But he's not getting stripped. You'll be the.
I fucking don't want him stripped, man. Fuck.
It would be some bullshit. It would be some
Yeah.
bullshit. But you know that's what David all about. He about the bullshit.
Well,
he about the
that's
vacant titles.
That's the only way he becomes a champion ever again. Because he
And
doesn't go up to
it's
cruiser and
part
become
of
a
the course
champion.
with PBC fucking fighters, man. Jesus Christ. I don't want Bivol being stripped. I'd rather Turkey call his bluff and go to Vegas and just kick the shit out of this guy because we know what he is.
Well, it's not just going to Vegas. If you listen to what Samson Lukowicz is trying to say, and you got to pay attention to the details. He says, "Work with us," work, and it's like, work with you on what? None of the money's coming from you. If Turkey's paying for the fight, the fuck he need to work with you for? He paying for the fight.
Like, look, we need 2 or 3 fights with the belt, and then we'll do like that's what he means.
No, and the other thing is that Samson was the one that admitted they offered him Callum Smith. He's the one that admitted that. He admitted that to the world. They offered him Callum Smith in the interim while you wait.
He's just like he was the one that admitted that fucking they asked for the broadcast rights because you don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so I mean, like with them, I don't know. Like I said, like when it comes to American fighters, it don't even feel like boxing anymore, bro. It feel like a long ass soap opera that I don't even want to watch. That's what it feel like. That
exactly. Yes. Fuck, man.
It's never about a fight. It's not the way it was when we were young, and like Trinidad and De La Hoya. It's you're not gonna get that because these motherfuckers is gay. Like, yeah, these motherfuckers is gay.
Why did Trinidad rematch De La Hoya? I've always wondered that. Why they didn't have a rematch?
They should have, because it would have been even bigger than the first one. They should have. It would have been bigger than the first one.
I don't know what happened to that.
But I mean, if you're Tito Trinidad, let's be real. We saw that fight. You take that victory and run, bro, because we know.
Yeah. Yes. I did win $20 in the bar on that fight, though.
Yeah, I mean, we know, and I fuck with Felix too. He was a strong puncher, very big for the. You're strong, but you didn't win that fight, or you should not.
All right, time out. I kind of had it even after 6, man. I disagree, but I know people get swept up in the magic of Jim Lampley and when he's selling a fucking fight. But Jesus Christ. I don't know. I feel like
the thing is that there's a legitimate argument that Oscar gave the fight away. I think it was the last 3 rounds. There's a legitimate argument that because you kept circling away from Felix and you weren't really engaging, you gave the fight away. Yeah, but at the same time, I would have to go back and for real watch it and score it.
Go back. Just go back.
I would have to watch it and score it because I saw a lot of people on the other side of the aisle. It was like Oscar should have won, even with the 3 rounds he gave away towards the end. Oscar should have won. And
it's fair. That's fair. But it's those first 6 rounds. It wasn't a blowout like Lampley had it. I didn't see that.
I don't look. I watched the fight in real time. I know I don't look it, but I'm 60 years old. I watched the fight in real time. The earliest memory I have of that fight, I remember my initial reaction when I was young and I was watching the fight. My first reaction as the first couple of rounds is going in. God damn, Oscar's fast. That was my first Oscar is mad faster than him, bro.
Yeah, he looked great. He did. He had never fought like that before. And I don't know. I had it even after 6. I really did, and I wasn't listening to Lampley. As much as I love Jim, and I'm glad he got a new gig. At the end of the fight, when I bet that dude at the bar, because I was watching it in the bar, I said, I told my wife, it's either a draw or Trinidad won. That's what I said at the end of the fight before I collected $20. I thought it was really close, and they should have fought. Shit, they should have fought again.
No, they should have. But that's the point I'm making. If you're Trinidad, we don't need to do that shit again. I won.
I know, because I'm
getting the fuck out of here, dog. Go do better with you, dog. Get the fuck out of here. SVP said, Bivol is who fans think David is. Yeah, and ain't even a lot of fans neither. Mr. T said his new name will be Email Videz. Yeah, because all he gonna be is an email champion.
Yes, man, and that's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
Look, we'll see if they do it. We'll see if they do it because Turkey, I don't know. I just have a feeling that he gonna do some funny shit. Like, yeah, I'm a bit on that fight. I'm a bit on that fight.
You ever wonder who's generating all these videos and all these clips of pro Benavidez propaganda? Because the numbers don't reflect that many.
Wait a
people
minute, who
being
Mike is doing all that?
That ain't me.
What is that, man?
That ain't me.
Don, I'm gonna say this. Don, I'm gonna say this because I'm a content creator, so I know there's certain subjects, irrespective of what sells in the outside world, in the online world, there are certain subjects that are gonna move the needle. David Benavidez is one of them. I'm not gonna say that he has no fans. I wouldn't say that.
I know that, but there's not enough. Listen, there's not enough to support.
No, he's popular online, just like Gervonta. Online, these are very popular fighters that if you do a video with a Gervonta Davis thumbnail, that's gonna move faster than if you have Boots on the thumbnail or somebody else on the thumbnail.
The problem
it's
is
the same
most
with
of
David.
them can't show you the receipts for the pay-per-views.
That's what it is. This is a gray area in the postmodern era of boxing, to where the internet wasn't a thing. You know, when we were young, that wasn't a thing, dog. Whereas now, yeah, you could be popular online, like real popular, and not really be popular like that in the real world.
You know what?
Because he don't sell like that. We know that. Like, he don't sell like that, bro.
It may not be that large. You might just have like a smaller group of like Mirage clones that talk them up on the net all the time.
In fairness, if you do a video, about David Benavidez, there are two people that are going to watch it, two different demos. David Benavidez fans are going to watch it to see what you said, and Canelo fans are going to watch it to see what you said. And that's what that demo is comprised of. People that are interested in that fight, and they look for the content that's out there about that. So it's not like it's just, oh yeah, these are all Benavidez fans generating these numbers. Some of it is Canelo fans that want to see what the fuck you saying. Some of it is them too. But I get that. Look at the bitch. Look at the bitch. The Hot Tua bitch. That fucking bitch was like, the Hot Tua bitch.
She swallowed him and she spit it out. That's
the Hot Tua bitch was like uranium for like 3 months. Forget it. The bitch was radioactive for like 3 months.
I actually think that's an industry plan.
Yeah, her shit was hot.
Not like
no, Michael, we talked about this. And you know, just hear me out, y'all. You telling me that a slim white joint got famous because she says she sucked dick? Bro, it's bitches like that up and down. They not famous.
But they've been saying this shit for years though.
Yeah, you telling me a young blonde bitch got ultra famous. She got on podcast, endorsement deal, all type of shit. Cause she said she suck a little bit of dick and she spit on it.
Mark Cuban,
yes,
bro.
She did.
Like, what the fuck?
Michael? Why the fuck is a billionaire?
Why?
Like,
I didn't understand it. Bro.
Understand this. At the very most, Mark is looking for a blowjob, but you don't need to go to fucking Hot Tua for a blow. Like, bro, his bitch is up and down here. That'll give you a fucking blowjob.
Oh shit!
None of that. So what I'm saying is, you could be online famous, right? Because the online environment is a world unto itself. But if I step out of that online world and I ask people that I know, some of them, do you know who the Hot Tua bitch is? Nah, who that? What she do? This is white joint. She sucked dick. Well, she said she sucked dick. We don't even know if she really sucked dick. She might not. No, bitch talk shit. Bitch say all that shit on the phone, in the text, in the DMs, and then be a starfish.
I hate that shit.
Talk shit. Shout out to Domo. PBC purposefully negotiates out of BFG fights, big fights, by asking for these going out of business ass deals. Sampson says Prime had to destroy the Canelo fight, a fight they ain't paying for. Fuck out of here. They scared. Yeah, man, like it's all narratives. That's what I'm saying. That on one end, we got the Richard Torres kid this weekend. That's an American-based fighter, and that is a fight that I'm looking for.
Let's go.
Porn stash. But when I look at a lot of the other American subjects, it's a soap opera, bro. Like, yeah, this shit is not even like it's not live. Like, nah, it's not. Like, y'all just be arguing all the time. And how the fuck have we not gotten Lopez versus Haney yet?
That shit is crazy, bro.
That's crazy that you understand that them dudes been circling each other for like, I don't know, 7 years, right?
Bro.
Like about 7 years.
Right.
About that.
How the fuck have we not got? And y'all been champions at the same weight most of the time.
Same weight, same time, almost like.
And I don't even want to bring up the Butterball from Maryland. Like, bro, that's the perfect example.
You guy is the most. Hey, Jules, I want to ask you this. I want to ask you this. Hey, do you think Broner could beat fucking the Butterball at 135? Because I favor Broner. I think fucking Davis is so overrated.
You know I never. Broner was good at those weights.
Broner was good at 130.
Yeah, he was, but he was better at 130, 135 than he was at 147. Obviously, that's the point I'm making.
Yep.
And Broner has always had a chin. He was always able to take a shot.
I think
and his defense was good enough.
Fuck, I've been dying to ask you that question.
You know what? And you know I don't like Broner. Y'all know I don't like Broner.
I fucking can't stand it.
I'm gonna go with Broner.
At 130, yeah.
At 130, 130, yeah. I'm gonna go with Broner. The reason for it, even though Broner got his ass whooped a lot at 147, he fought some guys. Sean Porter, Marcos Maidana,
fucking
Jesse
drop
Vargas,
Porter too.
Right? The thing I'm gonna say is not only was Broner a hard puncher, he was a more athletically gifted fighter than 95% of the fighters. No, 99. 99% of the fighters that Gervonta has fought. And if Sean Porter could not stop a Broner, he beat him, but he didn't stop him. If he can't stop a Broner and Maidana can't stop a Broner, I don't think that Gervonta, like, and that's all you got.
James Power's overrated.
That's the only shot you got is to stop him, and you couldn't stop Isaac Cruz, and he was standing in front of you for 36 minutes.
Roach.
Right?
Damn, this is the first time anybody talking good about Broner.
I know, bro. That's shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
Well, that's a
Bro, my
testament
mouth
to
is
how
wide
good
open right now, bro. I
Gervonta
can't
Davis
believe
is.
Somebody put fentanyl in the Kool-Aid tonight because I said something good about Broner. Wow.
Well,
Go get some coffee, Jules.
We're talking in regards to Gervonta Davis, and he makes a lot of people look good.
That's true. Rolly wins round. You know that Rolly probably won more rounds with Gervonta than he did with Barone.
He was getting outboxed by Rolly.
He was winning the fight.
He did.
How do you get outboxed by Rolly?
Oh my
Romero?
God.
I'm saying, he probably won more rounds with fucking Gervonta than he did with Barroso. No cap.
You think I want to do more than to be on an island with two girls sucking in
No,
my dick at the
Barroso
same
was
time?
whooping his
And
ass.
his mom standing right next to him, bro.
Bro, listening to Rolly throw punches is annoying, bro.
Yo, this shit is like I said. I'm glad, Don. That tell you what kind of time he on. That your mom is right there. She is literally right there.
She's
I
right
can't
next
get
to
my
him.
dick sucked, yo. You know what I'm saying? Suck my dick. These two bitches getting my. Your mom is
same
right there, bro.
Your mom was right.
Fuck is your problem?
His mom was right there next to him, dude. And he was giving an interview. He was saying
awkward,
That was
I'm
his
like,
mom.
"Oh, what the fuck are you talking
M.A.
about?"
Bustamante said, Saludos, ring. Man, Trinidad de la Hoya marinated for like a year, and both were only 25 years old in a prime.
Yeah.
Best versus the best. Those times are gone. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
For real.
Yes, they are. Fucking Leonard and Hearns was like 26 when they fought.
They were pretty young.
26.
Yeah,
Like
they were pretty young that
26.
first fight.
These motherfuckers are damn near 30 with 4 kids, prostate exams, the tires are bald.
This
Type
motherfucker.
of shit going on. Tires is bald. These motherfuckers like and still don't fight each other. It's like bald ass tires, man. You going hydroplane? Y'all better check y'all tires. Check the tread on them tires, man. You going hydro? And they Bustamante said plus was an HBO Showtime cross promotion. Yeah. And yeah, you know, I never thought about that, but hand on heart, I would go with Broner to win that fight. Yeah, I go with Broner to win that fight. I don't think Gervonta could do nothing with him. Not at those weights.
I don't either. Broner was special. Like he had something, and I really liked that guy when he was like a $130, $135. But
I'm gonna say I don't think Broner was special, but I do think he had something. I actually, yeah, he did have something. He just pissed it away trying to be Baby Floyd. Is what it was. He pissed it away trying to be Baby Floyd.
I like this boxing better than his music. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Yo, the shit is out of all the boxers that tried to be rappers, out of all of them, right? Victor Ortiz, Deontay Wilder, Clarissa Shields,
Victor Ortiz tried to rap.
Oh, Victor Ortiz.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Wait a minute, I thought it was, didn't Danny Garcia try it?
Find it on Spotify.
Yo, listen.
Don't do it to yourself.
Don't. Yo, it's not my fault. If you go look for it on YouTube and you find it, don't blame me. It's not my fault. I didn't tell you to listen to that shit. But Victor Ortiz did have a single. And I'm going to say, out of all the boxers that tried to be rappers, Broner was, well, with the exception of Roy, because Roy shit came, that shit was hard. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, Roy Jones Jr. shit so smack.
You know, you could play that shit right before you fuck a bitch.
Yeah, no, you go take that shit to the gym, bro.
Esta puta mamada.
You know what I'm saying? Play that shit right as the bitch come in the house. But Broner actually could spit. I heard some of his shit. Like, it wasn't, it still sounds generic. You still sound like a parody of a rapper, but he actually has some, yeah, because you could tell when it's an artist and when it's somebody that's just imitating an artist. Like, you're a composite of things that you heard and music that you like, but you don't actually have anything to say. Yeah, hell, honestly, that's the average artist today, believe it or not. Like, they're just mouthpieces. They're just mouthpieces. They don't actually have anything to say, which is why the music has no soul now.
Employees, that's what they are.
Yeah, like
if you look what artists do nowadays, like R&B and rap, they'll release a 20 to 25 song album, and then 2 weeks later, they don't even give it a couple months, they'll release a deluxe with another 12 songs. So it's like,
dude, that's because the ghostwriters, they got the ghostwriters in the back like child labor. Like,
that's
bro.
how they get paid now. With these,
that's how they get. And
now.
Motherfuckers is, but the music, that's why the music don't got no long. Like, I'm gonna be real. Everybody bugging out off of that anxiety shit. Fuck out of my face, bitch.
That shit getting on my nerves.
Get out of my face, bitch.
That song? Oh,
Anxiety, bitch. You ain't add nothing to that song, bitch. Where's the dude from New Zealand? That dude dropped one hot ass song and then just vanished, bro.
That Dolce girl, bro. Bro, she said her biggest red flag is a straight man. Like, what the fuck? That's the biggest red flag nowadays.
No, I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you for real. That's
well, then you're in the clear, Michael.
If you promoting that booty play, you an industry plant. She promoting that booty play, that prostate exam. That's what they.
Oh damn.
She promoting.
What the fuck?
My dude, think about it. What a hot bitch that's ready to go. Why the fuck would she be mad at a heterosexual? Being heterosexual is a red flag. To who? To who? Like, fuck wrong with this bitch? You trying to suck some dick or not?
Nah, bro, that's a dumb
crazy.
Nah, she will need some pussy, bro. That's fine. That's okay.
Whatever. Well, then whatever, bitch. Then go eat pussy. Then, like, the fuck. But the shit I'm saying is, it's like when Beyonce took Joan Osborne's song. I was always pissed off about that. Joan Osborne's song was beautiful. What if God was one? Right? That shit was beautiful. I was of age when that song came out. And Beyonce come through and flip it. If I was a boy, what the fuck are you singing about, bitch? If you were a boy, the fuck you want a phallus? You want a cock? You know how many problems we have? You don't want to be a boy. You don't want to change the flat tire, bitch. You don't want to do that.
You don't want to have a prostate.
You don't want to have to carry all the groceries upstairs. You don't have to go out shoveling. What the fuck are you talking about? If I was a boy. Shut the fuck up and get in the car. That's what Jay-Z should have told that bitch. Shut the fuck up and get in the car.
I think Dr. Evil did the best. Dr. Evil did the best cover of this song.
No, but yeah, like I genuinely get annoyed when I see I never heard anything like Joan Osborne's song. That song, you know, that concept. It was completely original. And the further back you go, who the fuck is doing all that?
It ain't me,
Somebody
Jules. I
somebody
swear
loading
to
up their
God,
gun?
I am silent
Take a
over
shit.
here.
The further back you go, the more original the music is. You're not gonna get another Phil Collins, man. You're not gonna get another Peter Cetera. I was listening to Peter Cetera in the car earlier on the way to the fucking barber. I'm like, there's not another Peter Cetera, man. Yeah, country
No
no
Michael
more.
Jackson's out here, bro. Not even close.
Well, that's a more
No.
obvious example.
Not even close.
There's not gonna be another Michael
Jules is just
Jackson,
trying to show his age.
bro. You know what I'm saying, like, I'm just.
Nah. Even the music from the 2000s.
I'm
they don't
saying
even
that
have music as good as from the 2000s.
what I'm saying is that you had all these different genres, and there was something exceptional in all of them, in every single one of them. And I just don't hear it now, man. Yeah, I don't hear it now, bro. Like, nobody really. Shit, the artists are almost better. Like, Doja was better. Doja was better.
Computer.
Doja was better before she got signed. Now she sound like a robot to me. Like, all I hear is robot shit, like plain shit. It don't got no soul. It don't got no feeling. You know?
It doesn't. None of them
Like,
do.
I would honestly say around 2016, and I'm not saying this was amazing music, but I would say around 2016, all types of music took a really big drop in quality.
Yeah,
I
like
would say
Adele was
pop,
better when she was
rap,
fat.
like pop, rap, like it's all gone to shit to me.
Honestly, it has. Like, that there are very few artists. Like, I told you, I don't even listen to rap no more. I gave up on that.
No, rap is shit.
Rap is to me, that shit is dead. Like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
I have no idea who to listen to nowadays. I don't know who the top artist is nowadays. I don't know.
Me neither.
I don't
Like,
even-
on some real shit. They
Go listen
got
to
they
Ryan
got
too.
they doing what I do. I ain't gonna front. That shit get the bitches hot. Doing what I do. All night. Fucking night. That's that shit, yo. He's blessed, highly favored. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit's kind of hard.
No,
Bless.
That
Highly
shit is a
favored.
comedy, bro.
You really like it,
Highly
Jules?
favored. Yo, the shit is, if I didn't know he was a dickhead, right, and you lounging around with the bitches, fucking Michael's rolling up a spliff, country over there making a lasagna, bitches getting ready to suck dick, right? Check it out. I'm getting ready. I'm painting a picture. Country making a lasagna. Fucking real talk is on the way with the licks. He bringing the licks. Bitches getting ready to suck dick out here, and you cut on a bless, highly favored, bless. That shit kind of
country,
hard.
do you make good lasagna or do you make it with ketchup? What do you make
Oh,
with
I
your
already
lasagna?
on you, man. That was so
What
fucking
the
around,
fuck?
man.
You know what I'm saying? That shit kind of, I ain't gonna front, like he is blessed and highly favored, bro. He keep falling in the opportunities and shit, keep falling in the money. You know
For
what I mean?
real, bastard.
For real. So but the song wasn't like, it was catchy, and you know, for radio shit, catchiness is everything, bro. As long as it sticks to you, yeah, you got him. Bless, highly favored. Whereas somebody will play some Ice Spice shit. I ain't know what this bitch talking about. Cause I be in the
She's
den.
talking about poop and
I'm at the
fart.
supermarket. I farted in the
Play some Peter
supermarket.
Santara.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the fuck. And the pussy rap, it's like, yo, you look, there was a time when bitches singing about they pussy, rapping about they pussy was like, yeah, all right. You know, now it's like, yo, that's all y'all know how to make is pussy rap. My
Yup.
pussy got a diamond in it. Try to find it. It's like, what the bitch? You got the same box as all these other bitches. Like, the fuck? I'm sick of this mythical pussy rap. Like, bitches always, like, Cardi, if your pussy was that good, Offset wouldn't have been fucking all these other bitches. So,
No,
stop.
because real niggas
got
know
that-
that all pussy feel the
I know,
same. In
Cardi
reality, it's the head that be like that's where the head game is where it's crucial.
I mean, like,
Nah,
not
I
all.
don't-
Not all.
nah.
Not
You
all.
bugging, you
But I'm
bugging.
saying that, come on, you got that Fordham Road pussy, man. You got that High Bridge pussy. We could, come on now. Come on. That's McDonald's. Come on now. Like, it's like that. Like, it's McDonald's. Come on now.
McDonald's.
Come on now. And yo, when the fuck did Big Mac start costing $8, bro? I spent
Yo,
$50
bro.
at McDonald's, bro.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah,
I spent
yeah.
$50,
Fuck.
bro.
That's
They
wild.
fucking
right?
jacked up my fish fillet, man. It's like expensive
all,
as
who
hell.
orders
That's
the
like a
fish fillet
fine
at
dining
McDonald's?
now.
Yo, listen, cause I didn't. This is how old and slow I am. I do all my grocery shopping most of the time, unless I'm looking for specialities. I do most of my grocery shopping on Instacart, and I didn't realize that when you have Instacart, you also have Uber Eats. So I started using that shit. And I see, oh, I'll get some McDonald's because I didn't feel like making nothing or whatever. Nobody really feel like cooking. I don't feel like cooking. I get everybody. My daughter want a Big Mac. I want a Big Mac. My son want a Happy Meal. My wife want a Big Mac. 2 chicken sandwiches. I added all that shit up. Yo, that shit was 52 yams. I'm like, $52 in McDonald's? Bro, this Chinese food money, bro.
Around no more, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
You understand that? And McDonald's is fucking up. They fucking up because you do realize that people only went to you as the cheaper alternative.
Yeah, no, they forgot their place.
They did forget their place.
You charging Chick-fil-A prices like see for $50 fucking I'm gonna go to the Spanish food spot.
And it's not because of inflation.
Food.
They just raised their prices because they want to.
No, nigga, for $50, I'm going down to the store and I'm getting me those libras de fajita and some fucking tortillas, and we gonna eat good.
Over here, a meal is $16 for me, bro.
Cause I'm a shopaholic. Like I didn't really pay attention, and then I look like $50 for McDonald's, bro. The fuck for McDonald's? Bro, I could have went to Panda Express and got a family meal with that for $42.
That ass.
Yeah, Panda Express is cheaper. Just went there for the first time. They're fucking cheaper than McDonald's, man. And I left with a fucking bag of food.
The Chinese food spot around here. I don't know how it is for y'all. I'm old, and I remember a time when Chinese food was affordable. I was going to buy Chinese food from the Chinese food spot. This shit was $76, bro, for a large order of lo mein. Large order of chicken lo mein, large order of pork fried rice, 1 order of chicken wings, 1 order of beef and broccoli, and 4 egg rolls is $76.
Bro, just go to your town's hole in the walls, bro. Get like 4 tacos for like maybe $7, dog.
Bro, my dude. I'm in the boonies, bro. Everything out here is franchise as fuck. Taco Bell is TGI Fridays.
That's what it is. You gotta learn to cook that shit on your own.
Yeah, like if I lived in the county that's south from me, they do have restaurants and shit like that in the county south from me. But where I'm at, it's all franchise shit, bro. Wendy's, Arby's. You're not gonna find no real shit.
Nothing
can I ask a question, Julius?
Go ahead, Leo.
Now, I think most of you guys are American. How are you feeling for the next couple of years? Do you think things are gonna get better?
Gonna get worse?
No, I think they're gonna get better. I think
they're gonna get better. Well,
I think they're going to get better. I think, let me say this, because I already know that this is a polarizing subject, all the ideologies and everything. But to me, I've been on your planet for a long time, and you guys never account for time. Who the fuck is expecting things to change in a great way 3 months into this fucking presidency?
Exactly.
Because I'm not. But I know that things get worse before they get better. Now, the way things were going, I was genuinely afraid for the country. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Yep. I told my wife, I'm telling you that the Chinese government has implanted cells and they are sabotaging the U.S. government and the U.S. economy. And I genuinely believe that. I stand by that. Whereas now, things are not perfect now, but guess what? They already weren't perfect. I did not like the direction we were going in as a country. I didn't. This guy is the lesser of 2 evils. I'm not saying he's great. I'm saying he is the lesser of 2 evils until something better comes along. And yes, I would rather he be up there than the broad and all her crazy fucking friends. Yeah.
Well, they were fucking us over. Like, man. Like, they were letting us have it. And I don't know why they're getting mad at the guy who's trying to find out where all of our money went.
Look. I've had, and this is real. This is like for real. I've had arguments with family members. You can't talk. You can't, because your issues are identity politics. And I know that y'all never did nothing. And y'all have never been in nothing. So you don't have the same concerns I have. I became a parent before you. I am a parent to 2 children. You just became a parent to 1. And you think you can preach And it's a lot of little things without giving too much away. And I'm like, yeah, for the people that actually understand shit. See, you don't. You want to live in Shangri-La where the unicorns and the Pegasus. Yeah. It's fucking awesome. All right. These are not real issues. This shit that you can, yeah, that's not real issues. Real issues is an open border. That's a problem.
Yeah,
that is
that's
a big problem.
That is a problem.
That's a big
But you know
problem.
what, Jules?
And they tried, and I saw what the yo, dog, most of my life I voted Democrat. This is the first time I didn't. Why? I see what you're doing. You think I'm stupid. You think by weaponizing this issue against Latinos that, I'm not worried about Mexicans coming across the border. I'm worried about terrorists coming across the border.
Amen.
I'm worried about gangs coming across the border. I fuck with my Mexicans. I have no problem with my Mexicans, but I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about who else is going to use this to get in. That's who I'm worried about. While you trying to make it,
there is a lot of issues surrounding this that one bill that they were trying to pass, and it was basically the same bill Pelosi passed in 2003. It was the spending bill, right? So Trump didn't really change anything to the bill. He only added some expenses to the bill, but he really had everything was pretty much the same on the bill. And the only reason they didn't support it, meaning the Democrats, was because it didn't come from them or their representatives. And only one of the Republicans that was a real MAGA person didn't support it. And he didn't support it because in the bill, it outlined expenditures for the border, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But it also outlined expenditures for war. And that's not what MAGA was all about. At the same time, though, I got to say, is that they are saving some money. That is true. But they're saving pennies in comparison to the dollars that they're spending. Like they're saving pennies, but they're spending dollars. So they're not actually really saving much. The deficit's actually going to go up more because of the expenditures. And he's not really like, okay, listen, I didn't vote for him, but I didn't vote for either side. I voted for RFK Jr., but my whole thing was that I wanted no war myself. I was like, okay, I'm not in favor of that. But they're actually spending more money on the war machine because it is a temporary band-aid for the economy. And it's so temporary that we have to continuously have it to have some sort of balance. And there is really no balance. We're just sinking further into deficit. And it's going to happen on either side. Like, it doesn't matter what side you pick, man. They're all against the working class. And that's all of us here.
Look, man, fuck them because we're here. Domo said that DeMarco performance, that's the best performance of Broner's career. Punts, the DeMarco, Don Juan DeMarco, whatever the fuck his name was. Santiago said, or was it Ponce de Leon?
Ponce de Leon?
Yeah. Santiago said he just needed to let his hands go more. Who, Broner? Yeah, in the later stages of his career, he became a minimalist. That he would just he would focus on just blocking and staying away from punches, but wouldn't fucking throw any. Say it again.
You know why, Julius? Pardon. Because he was trying to beat Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I said. Being Baby Floyd fucked him up. Like, be Broner, bro. Stop trying to be Baby Floyd. Misael said neither party is doing anything for the working class. They're not. And look, in fairness, I know everybody's different. I know everybody's different. We all got different gods that we all pray to. But one thing I know is, regardless of the politics, I would fuck the shit out of Alexandria Ocasio, and I'm not coming over.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I would do it without a glove on. I would dump in that for sure. But it's just
that's how I felt about Kamala.
And I know that. And I know that.
I did that with a fucking kid.
Look, country. Man. I know that she's a fucking airhead, country, and you know that too. But how many of these bitches ain't airheads, though?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Come on. Have a heart.
The ones that are better are the ones that don't say much. They're very composed. And they have ice in their veins, and those are the ones that actually get shit done.
I want to say this because I noticed it recently. I don't think everybody's gonna agree with me on this, but Taylor Swift's kind of hot.
No.
Yeah.
You go.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Dude,
listen, Michael, I was right there with you for all of like 15 years. Like, bro, I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers is hot for. This bitch.
Have you seen Hillary Duff?
No, I see.
Oh,
Don't change
dude, think
subject.
about
Don't change
the dumb
subject.
stuff, dude.
Listen,
I
She's
think,
got
I
a
think,
fucking
walk
dumb
around
I
the
truck,
think that
corner.
she
bro.
started squatting or something because her legs got bigger.
No,
I'm
bro.
going to notice that. I
No.
think she started squatting because her legs got bigger.
Go
What is a
around the
little bit bigger?
corner, you'll see 5 of Taylor Swift's.
Come on now, don't be like that. Don't be like
Come
that.
on, man.
Come on, man. Don't be like that. Taylor Swift, man. The Swifties, man. They fast. They fast as shit, bro. Danny Swift, Taylor Swift. It's all good, bro. Come on.
Jules,
Yeah, that's
Jules, I gotta
Superman.
ask you this.
Hold on,
I
that's
gotta ask you
fucking
something.
super. Wait.
Yo, do you see
That
that sneak
fuck-
peek?
Yo, I'm like, can it get any fucking worse?
Oh, like, yo, did they make Superman do a voice crack? Did you hear that shit?
Yo,
That
dog.
suit's Jack. Fuck that. That suit's fucked up.
That the suit
That
is
suit
Jack.
Superman's
The
gonna
movie,
come
well,
out as
too.
gay and trans.
bro.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
Okay, so first, I'm still like, I feel like if I watch this new Superman, I'm cheating on Henry Cavill. I fucking love him as Superman, and it's too soon. In my opinion, it's too fucking soon. I feel
But
like
you're not into the
No. They
Calvin
fucked it up. They
They're
fucked
doing
it up.
revamps very soon.
No. Look, they fucked it up in the sense that if you're I'm a Superman fan, like long time. Richard Donner, DC Comics, all of it.
Yes.
All of it. I never got to see Darkseid adapted to a feature film, and we were about to get that.
Yes,
Superman
man.
versus
Fucking
Darkseid.
hell.
So that you could swap that out for some mangy fucking dog with a cape.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fucked, dude.
What breed
What
is that, by the way?
I
Who's
have
gonna be the
I
main dude?
emailed Schneider. I fucking emailed Schneider and I begged him to at least do to finish the story in 4K anime so he could do the voiceovers because
I'm gonna find out where Snyder lives, and I'm gonna do the John Cusack shit.
yeah. I felt bad for Henry, man. Like Henry thought he was coming back, and fuck, and hell,
The
he
shit
was.
is look. The shit is that we have no one to blame for this, but the studio,
No.
because the studio, in all actuality, the studio wanted to duplicate Marvel's success, and it's like you
That's
shouldn't.
why.
That's really the decision making all boiled down to wanting to catch up with Marvel. So I mean, James Gunn is a Marvel fucking director, Guardians of the Galaxy, and I ain't even gonna say he did a bad. I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
what
they
they
were
did
good.
with that, but you can't do that
Oh,
with
he got the
Superman.
first F-bomb in the MCU.
You can't do that with Superman. Superman is not. Yeah, it's not kitschy like that, bro.
Nah,
Superman
bro.
is serious
but
They
shit,
shouldn't have
bro.
rushed. They shouldn't have rushed that universe, bro. Do you remember when Superman versus Batman came out?
Bro, I
That came
fucking
out the
love that.
same month as Civil War, bro. Like you can't compete against that.
Bro, but look, I'm telling, I'm a die-hard DC fan. I'm a die-hard Batman. I actually like DC a little
Do
bit
you not
more
know
than
how
I
many
like
different
Marvel.
color Batman shirts he has?
Bro, in case see, this motherfucker pays attention. Don't commit no crimes in front of him. He'll get us all locked up because he pays attention.
Shit.
Now,
I stand on 10 toes, baby.
what I'm saying is, DC has always been darker than Marvel. So if it's dark and grainy and serious, it's supposed to
It's
be,
better.
bro.
Yeah,
It's
better,
supposed to be that way.
More interesting stories in DC.
Hey, I for one like the Robert Pattinson, bro.
Me too.
I didn't love it, but fuck, I love that
It-
Snyder cut more than any. I don't know. The Watchmen and the Snyder cut are like my two
Oh,
favorite.
Watchmen, bro. Oh, Watchmen.
Oh,
Two
Watchmen
favorite
is a
movies.
masterpiece.
Come gather
Those
around,
are
people,
good.
wherever you like. That is directing. Get the fucking Bob Dylan song, bro. Wherever you roam, and admit that the waters. I never saw a superhero movie like that. That was that was art, bro. That was fucking art. We not instead we getting this colorful bullshit. There's a fucking dog in it. The guy from the Rookies playing Guy Gardner. It's like, what the fuck is this, bro?
That's your man, bro.
Anybody looking forward to that new Marvel movie, man, coming out? That shit don't look good to me.
Nah, I ain't gonna
Which one?
Nah.
Which
But
Marvel
Thunderbolts, I'm not gonna lie.
That shit look ass.
No, I'm not going. Being honest, it's only two superhero-esque movies that I'm looking forward to: Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. I got a
Don't
good.
look forward to it, bro.
I'm looking forward to it.
Set
I'm
your
looking,
expectations low. That's what you
No,
gotta do.
two things. the Superman movie is a clear example that these studios are trying to make movies via market studies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the second of all, a question I wanted to ask: who's gonna be the main villain in this Superman film?
That's a good question.
Lex Luthor.
Lex
I think.
Lex
Luthor.
Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
But
Who's
Yeah.
gonna play?
the guy who
Uh,
played Beast on X-Men.
Really? That's
Yeah.
who they
Guy
got.
that okay.
Now, here's the thing. Now, here's
Okay.
the thing. Here's the thing. I know that they don't make movies for guys my age, and this is the example. They keep starting over. The reason I say this is because if you're old enough, the only Superman villain that you really got on screen with some regularity was Lex Luthor.
Mhm.
Whether it's Gene Hackman or Kevin Spacey, it's always fucking Luthor all the time. Superman has a lot of fucking villains, you know. There's a lot of villains that I don't gotta keep seeing Lex fucking Luthor all the time. At least Zach gave me Doomsday, you know. At least
Yes,
give me
man. And
Doomsday.
God damn it.
Why
God, that looks so
nobody
good.
wants to try Brainiac? At least try Brainiac.
Maybe
Brainiac, what about
That's the
Lobo?
most
Man.
that's the most interesting
what a-
part of Superman, bro. Brainiac.
it's good villains out there, man. And you could tell that they restart the process to appeal to a younger generation because they're not trying to make movies, they're trying to make franchises.
Yeah.
Not trying to make movies. They're trying to make You got a stupid fucking dog with a fucking cape, and you're gonna sell stupid fucking dog toys and Crypto the mobile app.
Why couldn't
They'll
you
track
get a
your heart
husky,
rate.
bro?
You know, Crypto the Scooby. Like you can see what, like, yeah, y'all not really trying to make movies no more. And the actors themselves are saying that they're like, yeah, they not really trying to make movies no more. They just trying to make some shit that they could do a
They
part 2 and a
recycle
part
shit,
3.
they Recycle shit. Though.
Yeah. You know,
What's that
shout
new
out to
shit that they're
Virtuoso.
recycling?
Repeat after me. It's a big club and you ain't in it. George Carlin, bro. Shout out to George Carlin. God bless the
Yeah.
dead. My fellow
the-
Capricorn, George Carlin.
Ain't that big really?
Misael said Ocasio. Yo, I'm sorry, dog. Like I don't know what it is about that crazy ass broad, dog. But
I know. I
Hey,
just want to pin her ass down.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. You know, I know that she's a fucking blithering idiot, dog. But she's hot. It's crazy. But
Oh, dude.
yeah, like the movie studios. We have this conversation all the time. Matt Damon said it best. You know that the dynamic is different. The money is different because where they used to get a lot of money off of DVD sales, they don't have that anymore because everything's on streaming. So they try to hit it the first time in the theater, make as much money as they can the first time. So they just focus on gimmicks now and shit that you can turn into an action figure, you know, franchises and shit like that.
Yeah.
I miss
know?
Blockbuster, man.
I
Blockbuster
do too.
Video. Wow,
God.
what a difference.
Those were the days, man.
Not really. At some point, I can understand the logic, but because these productions are like, they're not gonna handle $500 million to just a guy with an idea. They have to have some kind of science, and that where they came the market studies,
Yeah,
the
but
data.
Leo, here's the thing. Leo, here's the thing. There's a parallel between that and what we're seeing in boxing. If you keep treating films like fire sales on a long enough timeline, your medium in and of itself is going to die. Your entire medium, yeah. See,
Yeah.
in the short term, it's okay. In the short term, if it keeps happening, your medium, your storytelling medium is going to die. There's no originality, there's no diversity, there's no artistry like there was before. Before, you know, you had movies like Memento that they're kind of left field. They're concept movies. What if a guy forgets his memory? You know, he forgets everything every 24 hours. You had movies like that, you know?
Great film.
Now, no, it was okay. I in fairness, my expectations were too high going in because people told me how great it was, so that when I watched it, I was kind of disappointed. But still, it is a good movie, though. It is good, though. And you don't get movies like Memento anymore.
No.
Everything is a
You know what?
franchise now.
I'll make this point too, and I'll make this point. Tech has completely killed creativity because I live in the Bay Area, and what I see here is that a lot of the creative people, a lot of the creative force that was the Bay Area has moved out and it's gone. These people are not artists. These tech people, they don't produce art. They produce content and tools to push content.
Yes.
And content is just not art. It's just
It's numbers. Who's viewing your content?
Information that you take in, and it's meant to go in and out, and that's it. It's not meant to last. It's not meant to make a visual impression on anyone.
Listen.
If anything,
Listen. The best way to describe the difference between making films and artistry, it's the difference between fucking a girl that you like and getting a blowjob from a prostitute. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna get the blowjob from, but it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's disposable.
I think Tarantino said that too.
Like, bro,
Didn't Tarantino say that about the Marvel movies? It's not the same.
Yeah, but
No,
wait a minute.
Scorsese said that.
I'll say this. In fairness, when they started, it was art. Yes, Iron Man, the first one. I'm not talking about all this other crap because I think that after phase 2, that's when everything nosedives. That's when it's just about content for the sake of content. Everything in the buildup from Iron Man to Avengers Endgame, those were well put together movies that actually.
But do you know why?
Wait. They did cater to an audience that existed, guys that were young like me that never thought you would be able to adapt these characters to the silver. I never thought that they would be able to pull it off, and they did. Like, I was amazed at what they did with Iron Man.
A good example of artistry in comic book film, in a adaptation of a comic book, was Sin City. So Sin City lived up to the original plan that Frank Miller had, and basically they used the comic book as the stills. Like that's pretty much what they used. They didn't want to veer off, and Robert Rodriguez was like, I will not take director credit because I wanted to have an original vision. I wanted to convey the original vision.
And he did it perfectly, by the way. Like he did. Like it felt like like Frank Miller is basically making a movie. Basically, that's what it felt like. Like it's straight from the comic to the silver screen.
Exactly.
That's how it looked.
Exactly. Yeah.
But Scorsese, I'm gonna say that when the Marvel and the superhero stuff really starts to kick off, I feel like Martin Scorsese and other guys like him, they was hating. Yeah, and they were hating. They were hating. Like some of it is like, they don't see it that for people in my age group, people who were born in the early 80s and before that, right? We always wanted to see these characters adapted to the silver screen, but you guys remember that old Thor, Captain America, Hulk?
Oh yeah,
that shit was hard.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible, dog.
That was fucking awful.
Oh, the
remember the 70s Captain America?
Yeah, it was fucking terrible. So that they were able to do as much as they did, it was amazing. Like, this is fan service. Like, this is great. But then the studios, they want it's a machine. They want to make money all the time. They want plush toys. They want Captain America vibrators. They want fucking Black Widow dildos. Everything is.
The fuck out of here.
They want all type of shit, bro. They want Hulk fleshlights. It's like it's fucking like everything can't be like that, bro.
They want, you want,
bro. The shit is how do no. See, fuck them, country. Because how the fuck do they even know what I'm talking about? Because y'all actually have a fucking fleshlight, you motherfucker.
I mean, listen, Spider-Man 2 is still one of my favorite superhero movies because
Spider-Man 2.
Sam Raimi
did it right.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. Spider-Man 3 gets unnecessary hate, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna be honest.
I grew up with that shit, man. I grew up with that shit.
No, listen. Spider-Man 3 wasn't bad on a general scale, but of the three, it is the weakest. Of the three.
Yes.
It is the weakest.
I mean, Spider-Man 2 is one of the best superhero movies of all time.
But I still fast forward to the dance number. I'll be rocking out when Spider-Man turned bad.
Yeah, when Bully McGuire doing his thing.
He bugging. Yeah, I really be getting down to that shit. Like, that's my shit, B. You know what I'm saying?
He tore it up.
Coming back, Julius, to what you were
visuals,
saying.
though.
I think the problem is the money. This, as you were saying with boxing, these fucking shits are getting too expensive.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna make sense in a couple of years to make more of these films because I don't. It's not financially sustainable to keep making these fucking movies if we are not gonna get a return.
I
Because
don't
No,
know
the
I'll
average
about
tell
guy,
you.
that,
No, I'll
Leo.
tell you.
But wait.
Look, shut up. There are two possible scenarios because I'm the Doctor Strange of this shit. You're not old enough, Michael. There's two ways this goes. The doomsday scenario, and this is entirely possible. You guys have no idea how many fads have come and gone over the eras of time, right? It is possible that film as a medium could die, that humans evolve to a way where this is not even entertaining anymore, and the artistry, because it's gone, you can't engage them because the artistry is gone. So the medium becomes obsolete and it dies, and people, maybe they stop watching movies and go to some interactive VR bullshit where you play in them, something like that. That I could see movies as a medium dying. That's one scenario. The other scenario is the procession scenario. Things happen in cycles. So if it's been bad, it's going to get good. If it's been good, it's going to get bad. Now, right now it's bad, which means that you may get movie makers that start to make their own movies irrespective of a major studio. Don't forget, whether you like The Passion of the Christ or not, Mel made that shit and financed that shit his motherfucking self. And that shit was a huge success. Huge, right? Paranormal Activity was shot on a $5,000 budget. This is the kind of stuff
5Gs.
telling you. So what happens when a situation is really bad is that pressure, right, for lack of a better word, it produces diamonds that the real filmmakers, the real storytellers, the real writers, they're going to get out there and they're going to be the ones that save it. The studios may die out because, well, your way of doing things is not sustainable. If you remove the artistry from the medium, people aren't going to watch it anymore and it will become weaker. You need the artists. You need to give them room to be artists. Otherwise, you're killing the medium. Now, you might...
Yeah, that's why CGI looks so shit nowadays.
That's why, Leo, you saying, oh, it may not make sense for the studios to do a movie. To the studios, it may not, because all they care about is making money. But the artists, they're going to have movies they want to make, and they'll find a way to make them. So it goes two ways. It could go that way, or, yeah, movies die. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of things that people used to do, and you can read about them. There are a lot of things that were completely normal that people used to do in forms of entertainment that have since died out, and it's like they never existed.
Yeah.
Movies could be
what I think is going to happen eventually. Some of these big studios are going to close because they're going to keep losing fucking money and they're not going to be financially sustainable.
Look at Warner Bros.
No, look at fucking Disney, bro. Snow White. That's
Warner
a fucking
Bros.
train
in
wreck
shambles right now. Warner
Heard
Bros.
that crash big time.
You could actually see Warner Bros. Go bankrupt in the next few years. No, I'm not even joking. It's really bad.
I mean, the reason I agree with you, Michael, is because I was around for the peak of Virgin Megastore, Tower Records, Blockbuster,
I miss
Favor,
Tower Records.
Woolworth. You remember Woolworth Country?
Oh hell yeah!
These were fucking giants a long time ago, and they went under.
Bro, you know Warner Bros. Just got rid of Looney Tunes, bro. That's always been a part of their thing.
Bro,
what?
Yeah.
Yo, listen. No, and I heard that Mickey Mouse is close to becoming public domain.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah, I did hear that.
Wait, Disney's getting rid of that?
That's why we got all the horror movies, like the Winnie the Pooh movie. That's a horror. The Grinch movie.
Yeah.
So the Mickey Mouse is already public domain because there's a horror movie come out, which is the Rat in the Boat or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically a horror take on Mickey Mouse.
They don't see what it is about your species, because I keep telling you guys I'm not from your solar system. What it is about your species, where you are different to other creatures in the universe, many of which you're not familiar with. You guys hate your lineage. You try to tear down your history, when if you venerate it, it's everlasting. For some reason, humans have a thing where they try to rewrite history or destroy history. I don't know
It's
why
mostly
they
in the
do
West,
it.
Jules.
You
It's
know,
mostly
you
in
don't.
the Western countries.
You know, even in Iraq, when that stuff happened, they
That's why they
stormed.
like try to
They
burn
Iraq
books
stormed.
and
is a
shit.
They
major country.
stormed the museums. They stormed the museums and destroyed a lot of the artifacts. And it's like, what
Yeah,
do you
but that was a religious intent. That wasn't a cultural thing. It was more of a religious and
dude,
preservation.
I'm
It's a
telling.
preservation.
I didn't say religion. I said species. It's a The humans always reconcile why they do something, and it's like, yeah, it's same difference. Same difference. You destroyed history. You know, the Indians. You know, people from Europe come here. They slaughter other them. They don't preserve no history. This is the same the world over. It's the same the world over. It's a species thing. And when I think about how that translates into this Disney conversation is, look, maybe Mickey Mouse as a character is dated, right? He's dated. He represents a very different time. But the fact that you're whoring him out when he was the staple, he was the foundations of Disney as what it became, and you don't hold him in any regard, he becomes public domain so that perverse people can use his image and likeness, whatever. Yeah, let's make a movie where Mickey Mouse is a serial killer with a chode. It's like, why would... Why?
What the
What? What? Who is this even for?
It's for the older generation, bro.
It's for the perverts, man.
The new
It's for
generation doesn't watch Disney. Doesn't know Mickey Mouse or Winnie or some shit. You know.
You know, you'll know this pain because you're just a young piece of fucking shit, and because you're fucking young, you think you're so fucking young.
Jealous.
But I'll tell you what, it hurts.
That's harsh.
When as you get older, and I'm just joking, as you get older, a part of what hurts getting older is realizing, damn, Bugs Bunny's not a thing anymore. I loved Bugs Bunny, man.
I mean, too. I grew up with that.
I'll tell you this
Bugs
much.
Bunny,
I don't
man.
give a
I
shit
love
whether
Bugs
it's
Bunny,
a thing
bro.
or
He's my
not.
favorite.
Shut up, Michael. I don't give a shit if it's a thing or not. I will
Damn.
still watch it to the end.
No,
of
no,
this
but
day,
country. Remember when we were young and we would see older people that seemed like they were trapped in a time capsule?
Man. Yep.
That's
They're
us.
stuck.
Yeah,
They're
that's
stuck
you now,
in an
motherfucker.
era. They're stuck in an era, right?
It may
That's what
be,
we're-
but at least I'm happy. Fuck.
No, I'm not. Fuck that shit. Like, yeah, I'm still gonna. And now I get it. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, it's not a thing anymore. These kids don't know Bugs Bunny. They don't. They know a lot of. They know fucking SpongeBob and Twister, the magic dildo.
What
the milk
the
crate.
fuck?
They're watching all kinds of shit. They don't know nothing about no Bugs Bunny, no Yosemite Sam. It's not a thing anymore. You know, and
Twist to the
Well,
magic
because all they
dildo,
fucking want to do
motherfucker.
is play on their tablets.
you know what I'm saying?
I almost thought that was a thing, bro.
Aurelio, the milk crate, fucking. They watch different shit now. They don't, that is a part of getting older and realizing, wow, shit really does change.
That's why I appreciate growing up poor.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I'll still have my Ninja Turtles, bro.
No.
But-
In their defense, they have found longevity. Like, there's been 4 or 5 different versions of the Ninja Turtles in each era after us.
They know how to
but they don't.
reinvent
But yeah,
themselves.
man. But they don't come
Bro,
compared
the
to the
best
first two
version
movies,
was
bro.
the one they would show on Saturday night cartoons, fucking in 2004, 2005. That was the best version.
You know, I personally think that Ninja Turtles aren't going anywhere for a long. They survived, man. They fucking survived. They were the biggest thing when I was a kid, and they're still big. My son swears by the fucking Ninja Turtles, bro.
And you know what's the best part, Jules?
Yeah,
For us,
'cause
the
Ninja
fans
Turtles is the shit.
of the old style movies, they're bringing the Last Ronin into a rated R Ninja Turtle movie.
That's
So that's gonna be fucking
I'm
kick ass for
gonna
us.
be real. I'm gonna be real. That shit is too sad for me, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I'm at an age. No, de verdad, te lo estoy diciendo. I'm at an age where I deliberately stay away from sad movies and shit. I got enough comics.
That comic is really fucking depressing.
That
is,
comic
but-
is
No,
sad,
I'm the same
bro.
way. My
Yo,
fucking ex showed me
understand.
this. My ex
That's
showed me this movie about the
Michelangelo,
Korean
bro.
army and the Japanese army, and that shit fucked me up, bro.
That's Michelangelo, bro. You
That- yeah,
understand? The
they got
light
the happiest
has
one.
The way that he had to turn into that dark side, with the pain that he
The
had to go
happiest
through to
turtle went
become
dark.
that.
Yeah.
That's
that's-
I have
sad,
those
bro.
original
did you see
comics.
the
then
ending to
he
that
ends up
comic?
dying
The
in the
ending is
end as
fucking
well.
sad as
That's
shit.
sad. Like,
He
and
still
then
ends
I'm
up
like,
dying too.
and the shit is, I'm old, so when I watch some shit, I want to feel good at the end. I want to feel good. And if the
So
movie,
you didn't watch Precious?
this motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up, dumbass.
you know what I'm saying?
What?
I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't watch shit like I better be laughing or feel good. That's why I like the
Watch Snow
substance so
White.
much. That's why I like the substance so much, because I laughed so fucking hard and I farted so much at the end of that. Even though it was bizarre, I was laughing my fucking ass off at the end of that movie.
Spoilers.
I'm not gonna say
Chill,
nothing.
chill.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but I was laughing my ass off, right? And yeah, I want to feel good at the end of a movie, man. I want to feel. I don't want to feel
Watch Snow
bad.
White.
There's
Why the fuck you keep telling me to watch Snow Brown,
Watch
bro?
it.
Not gonna go watch Snow Brown.
So,
Motherfucker want me to watch Snow Brown. Only stupid motherfuckers in Hollywood would take a movie about a German bitch from Germany who's literally called Snow White because her skin is white as snow, and they got this. Like, you don't look like her, fam. I'm sorry. I would not cast myself anymore to play T'Challa than your ass should be fucking Snow White. Okay?
Dominican T'Challa,
Just
yo.
be fucking real about the shit, okay?
Yeah, that movie
No, but-
bombed like a motherfucker too.
Yeah, she could have been fucking Pocahontas or some fucking shit, you know? Why not? Eyes are far apart. She's in the woods. She's doing shit. But Snow White, like, what are you even doing, dog? And then you use CGI dwarves? Because you don't think there's some actors that could have used those roles. It's like, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't even know who they're making.
Do you know what I
movies.
think
Well, at
it is?
least they didn't go with the original plan. It was gonna be gay people, like the LGBT community. That was gonna be the dwarves.
Oh,
Do you know what I think it is?
Yeah, dude, it was gonna be fucked
Look,
up.
so they were gonna hire Michael?
There was some. What I think it is this: some of these producers that they go to the studies, and they say, "Look, I either meet you the shit out of you for the things you did in the past, or you make me do this film. It's one or the other." That's the reason why they're doing this kind of films, because financially, I don't think it makes any sense.
I think I don't know. You know, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. All I can say is numerically, it makes no sense to alienate the audience that puts most of the money in your pocket for a substrata of individuals to accommodate numerically and business wise. It makes no sense. But for whatever reason, that's what they're doing. I don't understand it. Because
They just stopped liking to make money, bro. That's what.
Fucking shit is crazy, bro. Pussy's always gonna be in style, dog. Everybody likes pussy.
Everybody likes pussy.
Everybody likes pussy, so motherfucking shit ain't gonna change. All right, pussy
Yeah,
never.
hey,
Two things that don't go out of style: cocaine.
Who the hell just
Pussy.
farted?
That was
Yo,
real.
they've
talk,
been
bro.
doing that the whole life.
Yeah, no, bro. I don't know what the
Talk,
fuck
bro.
I ate, bro. I've been gassy all fucking day, dude.
That motherfucker been farting up a storm for like 3 hours, bro. I'll be right
Fuck
back
yeah.
after these commercial messages.
Man, leave the Mexican food alone for a minute.
Bro, no, real shit.
No,
I
fuck
think
that
it was
shit.
the Chinese food, bro.
Keep doing Mexican food.
Fuck, I need dinner.
Bro, no, I went from like eating spreads for like a month straight to like human food again. And I don't know, man. I'm figuring out what works and what doesn't.
Man, how was that jail food? Real talk.
That shit
Dude,
is no
fuck
fun,
county
man.
food. This shit sucks so
Man,
much
I
ass.
thought it, man. I told you stop playing.
That
with Trump,
shit
man.
fucks you up when you get out and then you start eating real food again. Man,
Bro, I've had this shit like I don't know what, man.
yeah, I'm not surprised on that one, man.
And then I didn't realize how much of fucking sweet tooth I have when I get high, because I didn't eat shit for sweets whenever I'm like in there, but since I started smoking again, man, I'm fucking eating all
All right,
kinds of
hang
candy.
on. I'll be back, fellas.
I'm eating sour jelly beans right now.
chingada.
The fuck was that?
No clue.
Something in
What?
Spanish. Something en la chingada.
Oh, my bad, guys. That was me, man. I was trying to tell get my fucking dog out of here.
Oh, está en la chingada. All right.
No, digo, sáquese de la chingada.
Yeah, I was like, are you trying to tell us to shut up?
Nah, bro. Esta puta mamada.
No, shit. I figured out last week I got fucking old. I became my grandma. I have to drink wine.
No.
I have to drink wine every time I get a lot of meat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I have to drink now.
You're a wine drinker?
Yeah, I have to because I get a stomachache.
Come pescado, bro. Eat some cod.
Yeah.
I was on a birthday. I'm not gonna ask
Catfish.
If I'm gonna another guy.
Yeah, I want some fucking catfish. That sounds good.
Man, get you some lemon garlic. Get some salmon and boil some asparagus, bro. You good right there.
Yeah, salmon is fucking great. Tuna is like a superfood.
Chingan unos tacos de carnitas, güey.
Unas quesadillas.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hear no argument from me on that one. Shit. Oh, you want to hear something? The other day, I stopped off for lunch at this Mexican restaurant. It was called Chilango Cheeto.
Chilango Chilo?
Yeah,
Or Chilango
just
Chido.
It reminded me of the conversation about, the Drew and Jules were always talking about Isaac Cruz and how he's a Chilango and all that.
Wait, did it say Chilango Chido?
Yeah, Chilango Cheeto.
That means a cool guy from Mexico City, or a cool Mexico City person.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
chido means cool. Chido's like, hey, que chido, güey, está chido. Tu coche está chido. Like,
Man, we got this taco truck, way. It's called La Mera Verga.
No mames. What the fuck?
For real, bro. And
Get
I
the fuck outta
I know.
here.
I
Where's
never tried
that?
it. Just with that name by itself, way. Yeah, I didn't even want to try that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, but I mean, porque uno de la raza que es un doble sentido, like, tan a la mera verga, like, is that good?
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Tacos maniacos. Tacos maniacos, and it's like Hooters, except that the chicks all have big asses.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Instead of titties and have big asses, and they'll show their ass more.
I understand that La Mera Verga means like the best, like the badass, but I mean, I feel like if I eat a taco from there, I feel like I'm eating dick or something. You know what I mean?
That's why, no.
For real,
Tacos
right?
would be better. Tacos maniacos would be just a bunch of horny fuckers going to see some ass and eating tacos.
Yeah. You're pretty much describing me.
Tacos
Bro.
maniacos, way.
Where is that at?
I'm in Dallas.
I never opened it, so you know.
Oh, it was an actual place. It
was my idea to do a taqueria that's like Hooters, but just with girls with big asses.
That's not a bad idea. I had
a great idea.
My food truck idea was my food truck idea was
I don't care if you have itty bitty titties, as long as you have a banging ass. That's all I care about.
Eso sí. Cuando yo quería abrir mi food truck, le quería poner donde sea, because every time you ask your girl, where do you want to go eat? Donde sea. You know where to fucking take her now.
Nice. Pinches cachondos.
Okay, but this was a boxing channel, right?
I mean, we can talk about.
We haven't talked about boxing like 50 minutes.
I mean, that's why I like this channel, bro, because that's what I like about this channel, because y'all get into the boxing, y'all get into old ass movies, y'all get into the cartoons. Sometimes y'all be getting into video games, the bitches and leche. Y'all get into all kinds of shit, bro. So that's the good thing, everything. Man.
That's why they don't want to accept us, bro. That's why
they're not gonna get. I told your ass I don't want to see. That's how the shit starts, man.
What?
You get signed to some shit before you know what they telling you what to talk about.
No, we can't talk about Captain America dildos and
right. I can't talk about AOC no more. I can't say the perverted. It's like it's gonna lose the soul, man. Like, nah, man, fuck that shit. Trying to be on that shit. Fuck that shit.
We can't talk about Michael not eating ass.
You know what?
We can't bring that up every day on DAZN. You know, turn that into a thing. Hashtag Michael doesn't eat ass. People in Canada wearing on T-shirts and shit. I
don't even think y'all actually do it. Anyways.
You know
what
why
How
we
many
end
of
up
y'all
talking about
actually
other
do that
shit
shit?
though? Because
I
we
don't do
run
that
out of
shit.
boxing material at certain points because we done talked about it all. So we start.
No, but it's not even that. No, it's not even that, country. It's that the boxing content, in a very general sense, the reason that we veer off is because sometimes boxing is disappointing. Right now, it's disappointing.
That's why.
Facts.
Right now,
Facts.
it's disappointing.
That's why.
We shouldn't have to go through this to get Edgar Berlanga in the ring with Caleb Plant. We shouldn't have to go through that.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really care about that one.
It's not that. It's that I use that fight as an example because who's doing that?
Yo,
Real talk.
this motherfucker
Damn,
It's
somebody
real
for
talk.
real.
get some Pepto Bismol, bro.
That's not a major
Gas
fight.
X.
That's not a major fight. It shouldn't. You shouldn't have to twist anybody's arm to make that fucking fight. That's a regular ass fight. But because
Jules,
That's what makes
really
it so
like
but
it.
how
I
bad
really-
does Plant look accepting that fucking whack ass opponent that he just took?
my dude, how bad did fucking Edgar look
donkey?
accepting that fucking Ortiz guy? That guy was worse than Resendiz. I would pick Resendiz to knock that motherfucker out.
I really
Well,
hate
yeah,
it.
anybody can knock out a dude
thought
who
he was
spent
fighting
10 years in
Charlo.
jail.
American boxing is just in the toilet, bro. That's all it is.
I thought he was fighting Charlo. He's not fighting Charlo?
Charlo's on the
No.
undercard.
They're fighting on the same card.
Ah.
Apparently.
You're not excited
He
about the
already
return of
bitch slapped
You're not excited
Charlo.
about the return of Jermall Charlo? You're not excited, Michael?
No, bro.
Return of Jermall
Who's he
Charlo.
fighting, bro? Is he rematching a Henny bottle, bro?
Who
Like,
is
who's
he fighting? Who? Oh, right, he's
He
fighting.
said
All right,
He's
Mike,
fighting Cornflake, Jules.
It's
Man,
the
he's gonna
rematch
come
of
back
Henny
looking for
bottle.
Selecki, bro.
That's the
He
funny
fighting
shit
Paul
right there.
Mason, bro. He fighting Paul Mason.
Who?
And after that,
Who
he
is
gonna have
that?
a rematch with E and J.
Wait, I thought Paul Mason was his manager.
Gonna have a rematch with E and J, B.
He's
You know
gonna
what
have he's gonna go to a draw against Thunderbird.
For real.
Well, hey,
like-
man, who's his trainer then?
Who is training him? I forgot who's
For
training
Jamal, it's Ronnie Shields.
No,
He's always
you
been
missed
Ronnie
it. I was
Shields.
going along with the joke, man.
His trainer is Jack Daniels, Jules.
him. You know what I'm saying?
No, my man.
But the shit is the bar,
he's gonna unify with Don Julio.
the bar for American boxing, the bar is really low right now. That's why we're getting this crap content. That the bar's low because there was a time they wouldn't dream of, putting together a shit show like that one. But the bar is just so low right now. What
And
passes
then they charge
for,
you $80 for it.
yeah, and that one they're giving away. The Plant Resendiz card. That one is a regular fight, but they're expecting you to pay $80 to see Plant versus Charlo. Are you out of your mind? Who is gonna buy that? Who? I don't care about Jamal. How old is he now, dog? Like 35,
He's
36?
35.
Bruh. Who
But the alcohol
cares?
makes you older, bro. It makes
Yeah,
your body
fuck that
older.
guy.
Like,
Bro,
that's
we just need to pay this record now, bro. That needs to get made, please.
Jules, if that doesn't show how desperate the PBC is right now to sell dog shit to the consumer, I don't know what else will.
Bro, this is the thing. They were already selling dog shit on Showtime. This is shit. This is dog shit that the other dog came and ate and then shitted that out.
Bro,
That's what this
bringing
is.
up the ghost of
Look at
Bro,
it.
only you
It's
will come up with something
regurgitated
like that,
dog
dog.
shit.
Fucking Charlo, it's 2025.
Bro,
Charlo?
that's the ghost of AA's past.
Can we put him on the prelims at least, bro?
Bro, Charlo should be on the non-televised portion of the card, sweeping up the seats, bro. Like putting the chairs,
Damn.
putting up. Nobody
Damn,
want to
that's
see.
fucked up.
You got dudes. Nobody want to see that dude, bro.
That's
Like,
facts,
be real.
though.
Like, be real. Like, who the fuck watches boxing for Jermall Charlo? Who?
Nobody.
What was
Nobody.
It? What is it? 2 fights in
Bro,
4 to 5
I wouldn't
years?
watch that shit in jail.
2
bro.
fights in 4 years, bro.
Bro, if I had to choose between that and watching, like, I don't know, vintage
The
Violet
Steven
Myers
Seagal
video.
movie.
Yeah, I'll watch Above the Law before I watch a Charlo film, bro.
Hey, don't disrespect Above the Law, Jules. What the fuck? That's one of the few movies Seagal made that was actually good.
Bro, why does he run like that, bro? He run like a pigeon, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how he
That
run,
nigga
like,
prances.
like he's doing a drum solo or some shit. Like, why you run like that, Steven? Like,
And why does Seagal always have to be Italian in every movie?
What is Steven Seagal? Is he Asian?
I think
What
he's
is
Jewish.
Of course, he's Seinfeld, bro.
Yo, but I'm excited for that unification next week, though.
No, that I am excited about.
Who's gonna
that
beat
I
the
am.
shit out of Sandy Owens? I'm telling you that right now.
Honestly, yeah, that's one American fight on the calendar happening in America. I am excited about that. And when they finalize Bam, yeah, that's next Saturday. And when they finalize Bam versus Kafu, I'm looking forward to that because it's time. You got to unify Bam. Like, come on now.
Yeah, he does have to fight a young guy.
You got to fight a young guy now. And they're saying that Kafu left the South Africa fight with Jason Maloney, I think it was, and he's gonna go unify with Bam now.
Good,
So that's good too.
I don't know how Maloney keeps getting these title shots, bro. How?
I told you that's Bob Arum's son, bro. Like motherfuckers think I'm lying.
You gotta remember it's two Maloney's. It's two Maloney's.
Jules, real quick,
both of them keep getting title shots. I'm like, how?
Jules, there was a rumor going around earlier today that Brian Norman is going to fight Sasaki in his next fight in Japan.
That's what they're saying.
You really think he's going to get $2 million? Because your boy Brim was out here claiming that shit.
Bro, bro, $2 million to fight. Do you understand how Jin Sasaki? He's not like popping out. Like, who gonna pay Brian Norman $2 million?
That's what I said. Who's gonna give him $2 million for that?
This shit, and the irony is that Brim is the unbiased one. But as soon as Brian Norman signed a hat for him and shook his hand, all that shit went out the window. He's president of the fan club now. Nah, he about to get $5 million in Japan, yo. He about to be like fucking Wu-Tang out there. She's like, get out of here, bro. Come on. You believe whatever they say. As long as they say it, you believe it. I don't believe that shit. I saw some shit
about them trying to make a fight with Barios.
No, they mentioned it because I did the article. I read the article about it. It's just the potentiality, and we talking about potential. We're not talking about something they actually talking about doing. Because of the top rank PBC shit that if they start doing fights together, that could be a fight they do. And it's like, is it possible? Yeah, it's possible because Barrios about to have a mandatory breathing down his neck. And it's like, bro, you really about to lose to Suleiman Sissoko for some peanuts? You better go unify. Yeah, you better, because it's either unification or that. You gonna lose either way.
Yeah, either way he's fucked. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
You gonna lose either way, so you might as well lose and get some fucking money, cause whether it's Suleiman Sissoko, Igis Kavaliauskas, or Brian Norman, you are about to get your ass beat. It's just a question of who pays you more. I think a unification might pay you more than fighting whoever win that fight. I think Suleiman gonna win that fight, but we'll see.
Man, you think Kavaliauskas still got it?
Style wise, Kavaliauskas got the right style, but physical wise, he got a lot of miles on the odometer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He got a lot of miles.
But he is well preserved, Jules. He's only fought twice in the last couple of years, so it's not like he has a bunch of wear and tear recently. I mean, the last fight that he got, where he got beat up, was the Virgil Ortiz fight, but that was 3 years ago.
Wait. The thing is, Kavaliauskas had gas tank problems when he was an active fighter. So how do you think it's going to be now that he's not an active fighter? He had gas tank problems when he was fighting on a regular basis. He would gas out after a couple of rounds. Now, yeah, I got Suleiman winning that fight. I'll be surprised if he doesn't, because Suleiman is unbeaten. I've seen him. He fought on Matchroom shows a couple of times. He's kind of all right. And he's big for 147. Remember, he didn't start there. He started at 54. He moved down to 147.
He moved down? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's big for 147. So I got Suleiman winning that fight. But it don't even matter who wins, because they beat Barrios. That's what I know. They'll beat
Barrios is like that tire. Barrios is like a tire that barely has any fucking tread on it. At this point, he's just hanging on for dear life.
Bro,
you watch your fucking
you remember
mouth.
You remember when you had a Walkman and the door of the Walkman will fall off, so you take the shit on? That's Barrios, bro. That's how you hanging on that PBC title, bro. That's how much he hanging on. It's like, yo, dog, you better turn that title into some money, bro. You running out of time.
That shit hostage, bro.
Running out of time.
It's like Norman, too.
Chico said Jules Glazer's new tweet about Top Rank and Pro Box PBC. What about it? Let me go look at it.
Nah.
Go look at that shit. What Rick talking about? Rick talking that shit. Let me see. Fuck Rick said. Fuck. Let me see. Go to Rick. Fuck is Rick Glazer talking about? Let me see. Rick. Yep. If they end up on YouTube, that's just sad, bro.
Damn.
Being told two boxing promotional entities are in talks to merge or co-venture will be interesting. I mean,
that'd be so gay.
No, I mean, if it results in them fighting each other, then I'm not against it. My hang up with the PBC was always, y'all don't make fights y'all need to make. So if you about to, let them fight your guys on a regular basis, I'm not against that, but I just wonder if it's too late. You waited too long to do this. The reason the American boxing
niggas
scene
are like in their fucking 30s already.
Yeah, like the reason this boxing scene is like this is because y'all took too long to do that. If y'all would have been doing them fights from the get, it would have never got this bad. Because y'all was the two biggest promotional outfits in America. There was a time. Y'all, the best of the best fighters was, or the perceived best, let's say, the popular fighters, was split between your stable and theirs. And too many fights didn't happen. Loma versus Garcia should have happened. Loma versus Javante should have happened. Spence versus Crawford should have happened sooner. Crawford versus Thurman, that should have happened. These were the fights that people, if you would have made them, they would have been interested in those fights. But you had one side, they just want to do their own thing, and they don't want to fuck with nobody. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Now, look, I'm going to go to sleep. Fucking tired.
Already?
Yeah, I'm fucking tired, bro. I'm fucking sleepy, bro.
You just drank a coffee.
Bro, I've been drinking coffee all day. I'm going to go live. I might go live 2 times on Saturday because I want to go live for the Hrgovic Joyce. I think that's gonna be a CTE fight.
Yo, I like the David Adelaide shit today. That show.
Yeah, that shit. I got hyped off that shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
You don't know me, bro. You trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I live this, bro. You don't trust me, bro. I live this, bro. You don't know me, bro. I live this. Trust me, bro. Like, all right, I trust you, but that'd have been me. I trust you, bro. Okay, what the fuck you want, bro? I fucking trust you, bro.
No, but the Joyce versus Hrgovic fight, that's a brain bleeding fight.
That's a CTE fight, bro. I'm gonna go live for that. No, and then later on,
paraplegic fight.
And later on, like it's a good weekend because there's 2 intriguing fights. Richard Torres and Guido Vianello. That's a good acid test for Richard. And we got to see what Tim Tszyu has left. Because that's also on Saturday. Like those 2 cards are coming on at the same time. I'm gonna be toggling back and forth, but yeah, we got to see what Timmy got because we don't know if he got anything left. He the type of dude. He'll keep saying, "Yeah, I'm good. I feel good. I'm gonna win. I'm Tim Tszyu, and I do things the Warriors way." And then get his ass beat.
Si pierde, que juegue con los guantes, bro. Si pierde, hang him up, bro.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, bro. Like, yes, bro. If you can't beat Joey Spencer, I'm Joey Spencer. What the fuck? If you can't beat that dude, bro, yeah, just play golf, bro. Just play golf.
What channel gonna be the Tim Tszyu fight?
The Tim Tszyu shit is on Amazon Prime for free. It's as long as you got a subscription.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so they happening at so it's gonna be a good weekend. Like, yeah, they intriguing fights for different reasons. Like, I don't know that Richie is gonna beat Guido. I think he can, but I don't know. Guido been on his shit lately, so I don't know.
That's why it's
Richie,
great.
And the other thing is Richie never had to fight a moving target before. Guido's a moving target, and he's taller than you. He's gonna move around. He's gonna try to keep you out. Richie never had. I never seen Richie in there with somebody that could move. So it's a good weekend. They're not big fights, but they're good fights.
They're good solid fights.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go live 2 times on Saturday. So I see y'all motherfuckers then.
All right, man.
Sueña conmigo, mi amor.
Have a good one.